How to play Net Zero. Place the game board in the center of the play area representing the world map. Each player chooses a country card and takes the corresponding player board, resource tokens, and policy cards. Shuffle the event cards and place them face down as a draw pile next to the map board. Determine the starting player. The game is played over a series of rounds, representing the passage of time and progress towards the net zero carbon emissions goal. Each round consists of two phases: decision phase and implementation phase. Starting with the first player and proceeding clockwise, each player takes turns making a decision by choosing one policy card from their hand. The chosen policy card represents a strategic action the player wants to implement in their country to reduce carbon emissions. Once a policy card is chosen, it cannot be reused until all players have made their decision. After all players have made their decisions, the chosen policy cards are revealed simultaneously. Players implement the effects of their policy cards according to the instructions on the cards. Players can spend resource tokens to execute their chosen policies, build infrastructure, invest in technology, or take other actions to reduce the carbon emissions and achieve progress towards net zero. After the implementation phase, reveal the top event card from the event deck and resolve its effects. Events can have positive or negative impacts on all players or specific regions, introducing challenges or opportunities that require adaptation and strategy. Players need to manage their resource tokens carefully, as they are used to implement policies, build infrastructure, and respond to events. Resource tokens can be gained through successful policy implementation, resource exchanges with other players, or specific policy card effects. Achieving a certain amount of resource tokens will gain a player a tile for their allocated country. The game continues for a set number of rounds or until the net zero carbon emissions goal is achieved. If players collectively reach net zero emissions by 2050, they win the game. Otherwise, if the goal is not achieved within the specific rounds, they lose.